talk much. I want to get through this because I want to see the rest of what he said, number one. But if I was talking too much in the other video, I'm sorry about that. But I mean, it's a birth chart. It's my birth chart. So it's like I'm going to have commentary on it, right? If it's accurate or not. And I'm telling you, it's pretty damn accurate so far. So, let's see.
I don't know. The sequel will be Shanny's actual psychic reading and psychic visions pick up from her. That's what it's going to be, I hope. And if you could be on my channel, or I can be on your channel. If I'll be on your channel for your psychic reading if you want to. But I really want that on my channel somehow. I don't know how to read that. Have the both and both. But what else? If you want to do an interview, if you actually care, if I'm an interview approved or whatever, I want to, and you can interview me, but I might not make sense because you asked me what are my beliefs and stuff. I don't have to believe in anything to encounter spirits and Jesus and everything, whatever. But obviously, we're out for the same things: love and kindness, all the good friendship, and making everything, cool. Everyone bring heaven here, or whatever. Okay, but I'm out to just communicate with spirits. That's all I can do. I can't just go.
My phone just fell over. Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm a little off today. Today did not start off good at all. No, it's one of those days. It just is. I mean, he mentioned something about I don't need to do the spirits and the Jesus and the thing. I don't know what he's talking about there. I thought he was a Christian, but maybe not. I don't know.
Pray to a wall and expect something to happen because nothing's happening. That's ridiculous. It's a waste of time. I once I encountered Jesus, I was like, oh shit, I was nagging Jesus all the time, probably praying oh God, please don't help me. I still have that habit of saying, oh, please don't help me, please don't help me all day. But once I saw Jesus before, 5 times because of psychic readings. The only way I can ever see spirits is through other people and witnesses. You can't just be by yourself and say, oh, I still did it. I can only claim that. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I don't even talk about, oh, I had a dream about, no. I do these whenever I'm awake. I only count for it when I'm awake and if I have a witness and they can verify the truth. Whatever the fuck. Okay, anyways. I think I'm going to just delete this video and redo it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling about that way about mine because I'm not myself right now. I don't know. I think I'm probably just going through a bout of depression or something. I think that's probably it. But no, man. If you get dreams and visions, you should really give them. If it turns out to be nothing, it's nothing. But it could be something. That's why I wish I had my channel, the old one, because I had so many dreams that have happened, confirmed stuff that have happened, like this plane thing with the planes falling out of the sky. That was a direct message from God that I got years and years ago, 2015, something like that. I got that dream. It was terrifying, and it's happening now. There's planes just falling out of the fucking sky. It's insane.
But yeah, Lilith and Pisces. So it's a good one. Okay, so there you go. There's nothing bad in this chart that makes you evil or anything like that right now. Okay, so just only the moon in Taurus. Okay, it's not making you evil. You might have because it's your mom making you think that food and money is love, whatever. You might feel like you're entitled to everybody's moon. Oh, you didn't pay for my lunch yesterday. You don't love me, or something ridiculous like that when you were little. And you probably could have got honestly got over being a brat, whatever. But like your Lilith and Pisces obviously is going to force you to look at the harsh world of life, and people are just trying to make you like this hollow-eyed, love dying person. Like, what you want to keep that in the mood, the unconditional love like flowing. You just you want to keep this peace and stuff, whatever it is. But you have okay. What's really cool? You're okay. Your crown is in Gemini. That's also how you heal. So we're all like wanting to communicate and heal ourselves through communication. So it's really good. So your but your Ceres is how you heal other people. My your Ceres is in Taurus, and that's so cool because my Ceres is in Taurus too. So, but my Ceres is like in the 11th house, conjunct my North Node in Taurus, conjunct Lilith and Aries. So part of my purpose is to have my Lilith and Aries there, which means people don't want to see that. They get mad at that. Like every time I say like bitch, like hey bitch, it means like hey brother, hey friend, hey. I'm trying to make that word positive, and like people are like bitch shamed. Like they got this like when they be like no Gemini likes being called a bitch because you know they're fucking psycho bitch, but like not all of them, but whatever. Anyways, I have a dog here. Oh, here comes Peggy. Boo boo, give me boo boo, boo boo. Hey, you boo boo. Big burdens. Yeah.
We all have our own cat languages for our babies, and I guess that's Dashians, and that's beautiful. But yeah, whenever I say to Gavin, I'm like, Gavin, do you want food? Gavin, do you want food? Oh my God, here he is right here. I'm sure he would like a can of food. Yes. He'll get that when I'm done. But yeah, we all have our own cat language that we speak to our cats, and it's adorable, right?
I would pick her up, but never mind. But she's a Gemini, Moon in Aquarius. So Moon in Aquarius makes your whole chart better because it makes you so much a better person. If you have Moon in Aquarius, it means you're actually wanting to be a true friend and all this other stuff I could talk about in a different video. Right now, I'm really nervous, and I don't know if someone's watching me. I don't know, but like, I don't know. But like, hi, thanks for watching or something. Make a fool of myself. I think I might delete this. I don't know. I'm gonna make a sequel and make it more like a redo and be like, this is what I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna do that. I'm all over the place. I can't help it. I don't know. Okay, so I did 21 charts. I can't even touch what I put it on. So this sucks. That's why I need to redo all this and all this. Okay, but I don't know. I'll get my computer dirty. Okay, so if you were I didn't specify much of your half chart very well. I feel bad about that. So okay, well, what could I say? I just know. Moon and Taurus, bomb.com. It kind of it how you deal with your emotions and stuff. Anyways, I think I'm going to just delete this. Right. Okay. I'm just like repeat myself on. I don't know. You're mid. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you didn't delete it because I understand why you're saying that because. That's the way I feel about this video. I'm not the perfect me right now, but I wanted to do this, and when I wanted to do it last, it was really late at night, and I don't want to be talking late at night, but I feel that way about this one. It's not going to be the best me because I'm not. I'm going through some shit. Frustrating, earthly, stupid shit, and like things are they're so going in the right direction, but it's not enough. You know what I mean? Like, is it ever enough? No. Yeah. So I feel you on what you're saying. Like, I'm going to delete this because it's sometimes you're just not your best you. I get that.
If you were, I need to, do something about this because all this is not working out. I thought this was going to be okay, but it's not. On how I did this because I overloaded my computer with all your birth chart times. Oops. I don't know why it won't show me the. Okay, I can't see. I like 1 a.m. I don't have it on here. Okay, I started with 1 a.m., 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. I started with, okay, now I'm just going to start with 2 a.m. and then go down. But I really wanted to tell you, so if you were actually born at 2 a.m., Uranus is actually in, Uranus is in the 6th house, Scorpio, and it is in retrograde or whatever. That means you can't sit still. You constantly want to rock. And if you're in the car, you need to start jamming, moving, whatever, just like dancing like me. Like I just like at the grocery store, I'll just be like, I can't stop moving. I just dance to myself, whatever. I just do whatever. Yeah.
I'm not that bad, but yeah, like if I'm sitting, it is very hard for me to not rock and shit. And I guess that's why. See, that's why I find this astrology stuff really interesting, because it kind of, it like gives you a reason for some of the maybe like the weirder behaviors that you think you have. And then, oh, well, it's because this was here and that was there in the heavens when I was born, you know? I just find that cool. And it can't be so accurate with so many different people if there wasn't something to it. And I don't think it's satanic at all. Like, there's so many people like to say that astrology is like satanic and shit. I don't see that. I mean, you don't see astrology people talking about, you know, Lucifer all the time or anything. I mean, the ones that do, whatever. You know, spirituality is much broader in scope than just black and white. That's definite. But what is black and white is the truth, which is Jesus Christ. And if you don't know him, you're done. There's that part of it, but people don't like hearing that.
A to D much. Also, you might have Gemini rising, so you'll be really fast talking maybe. Who knows, or you think before you talk, like, but I'm not. I just talk and expect other people to talk the same time as me. And we can keep up with each other. If we didn't, we'll be like, what'd you say? Okay, what'd you say? Blah, 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 blah. Like that, I like, that's how that is. But like, you have Mercury in Virgo. You can only have Mercury in Virgo or Mercury in Leo or Mercury in Cancer if you're a Leo, because you can only be those 3 Mercuries. But yeah. So this, if you're Gemini rising, you have 2nd house Cancer. So your mom finances occurred you, but you might look like your mom because your left eye is the 2nd eye. And if it's in Cancer, you'll look like Cancer on the 2nd eye, Cancer sign. And it means that your mom is will help you financially secure, or help you in some ways or whatever.
Well, my dad said when I was born, reportedly from my mother, she said, thankfully, he's got your looks. He got the looks from your side of the family, not mine. So that would be accurate. I got a message that I have to attend to here shortly. Give me a second.
in your relationships. Also, I don't know. There's other things I could say about that, but there's just 21 chart. Your third house is in Leo, so mine is too. But this is yours is at 10, 19 degrees. Degrees is another whole thing, the horrible thing to talk because you'll go get that looked up. All these degree. Okay, well. I can if these times of birth are not true, then this is not correct. So it would be a fun waste of time. Not really. It'd be a waste of time. Your 10th house would be in freaking Pisces, mine is too, and your 4th house would be Virgo. So your mom treated she was overly critical and she taught you chores and stuff, and you would be like way OCD all day long trying to clean and all that nonsense. And then in the 10th house with the public's eye, you're just this hippie person and pointing out spiritual things and pointing out all the miserable things and to be compassionate about it. Like everyone needs to remind each other that people are miserable out there and this is it. This is sadness. Remind you that people are sad. We should all know what it's like and feel other people's sadness. And it's a spiritual pointing things out, like spiritually, whatever. Like you're advertising spiritual stuff and delusional bullshit or not delusional bullshit. I mean, I don't know because I've done that spicy too, but I've like other. But whatever. Oh my God. So you might not be this, obviously. And if your eighth house and your 8th house would be in Capricorn, which is the sex husband.
No, that one didn't fit. The OCD. I mean, I have. Oh, I have OCD in a different way. Mostly has to do with the way my stuff is organized around me. Like if I feel like a room is in complete chaos, then it affects my mental health really bad. Like I get into a depression. But I think a lot of people are like that. If your space is messed up, the feng shui is off, as they say. That's a thing, feng shui, I think. But yeah, that one didn't ring for me.
Restoration or pass away house, which means you would live to be old age. Doesn't mean you're going to be happy. You should have a hard-ass life to where you'll live longer and longer and longer, even if like your ear got cut off or something, or like you just keep on living longer. Nothing's going to get you whatever. But anyways, okay, this might not be it. So, but, and this one, Uranus is actually in 6th house. But if you also were born in the sign, your Saturn's in the 5th house, which means your true one be took away from you, or you give them away, or separation thing, but you can still be together if you want to, whatever is happening to you. It's none of my business. But I'm not going based off that. I'm basing this off astrology. What I would say to somebody else I don't freaking know would be, and it also means this is that you have these, that your dad was your biggest fan and he's a narcissist, but you have these talents that you'd be like this really good artist, you could be this really good singer, you could be this really good you could be a model, actor, whatever is a spotlight creative project you could be. That's what it would give you opportunities to be. But if you're a douchebag narcissist, it'll take away from you. So this is humbling your ego. It is crumbling your ego because it's in the 5th house, and it's overly crumbling your ego because to make you humble and normal. So if you go out and you're like, I just got the star lead in this movie, I'm better than all of you, look at that, yeah, in your face. The next day they're like, we just casted someone else, I'm sorry. And no one knows that you said all that and you were just celebrating that you got a part, or like, like you're like egomaniac about it, and the Saturn's like, no, this is making you high horse, making you look like a fool and being an ass with everybody. This is gonna have to put you lower down here. You're just gonna have to go about a little bit more down here with your ego. Let's just yeah. And then it'll be like, you want another part in a play? You want to fart in a movie? Do you want to be a model? They'll be like, I'm a model? God, someone likes me. And then you'll be like, gee whiz. And you'll be like, you're cool. And then it'll be like, you'll be like, yeah, I don't know, like something narcissistantly, like they doesn't want you to be a narcissist. It's time to quit being a narcissist if you have Saturn in the 5th house, people. That and it also just means your dad's a narcissist and all this stuff, and your chart won't be taken away, kind of thing, whatever. But I don't think this is your chart. I mean,
No, you're right. That ain't my chart. That's not jiving with me. Um, I unfortunately don't know my dad that well. Uh, I can only get what other people told me about him. Because like I said, he died when I was 7. So it's like when he was alive, he was a phenomenal father. Everything that a father would do with his son, like, teach him to ride a bike and, take him out to the garage and work on a car with him and stuff like that. He definitely loved me. I have no doubt. It does suck that he had to die when I was so young, because it really did change the course of my entire life. I'd be a different person if he lived. I wouldn't have been living in Pennsylvania. I would have been out in like Las Vegas, and I probably would have been a car mechanic or something. Like, I would have been a completely different person, I'm sure of it, because he had plans for the family after he retired from being a teacher. Because my parents, when they had me, they were both fucking old, man. I'm 40, going on 41, and my parents were listening to the Beatles when they were popular. You know what I mean? Like, my mom was born in 46. I mean, that's baby boom, an actual baby boomer. You know how they call people boomers now, that if you're just a little older, you're a boomer? No, there's an actual category of people, and it's the babies that were born right after World War II. That's a baby boomer. And my mom was a baby boomer. It's like, I should be 60 now, but they tried and couldn't have a baby. But I came along in 1984, so here I am, for better or for worse.
I don't really think so. I just know that Uranus in your 6th house, Uranus, whatever, would make it to where you can't sit still and stuff. And I can relate to that. And I know half your chart, which is like where your planets are, which is your sun in Leo, your moon is in Taurus, your Mercury's in Virgo, your Venus is in Virgo, your Mars is in Sagittarius, your Jupiter's in Capricorn, your Saturn's in Scorpio, your Uranus is in Sagittarius, your Neptune's in Sagittarius, your Pluto's in Libra, your Lilith is in Pisces, your North Node is in Gemini. That is all true, and no matter what time you were born, it's been stuck that way this whole day that I've looked at. Okay, so that's good. So that's correct. But okay, now if you were born at 2:30, you might be Cancer rising. And then you'll still look half like your mother. The left side of your face will look like your mother. The right side of your face will look like a Taurus. So I have that too. So whatever. Your 3rd house is...
My mom's birthday was November 6th of 46. November 6th of 1946. So, and I don't know what time of day she was born, but she was, what is that? Scorpio, I think, right? I think.
Leo, I have that too. So we have fire hands, maybe not, I don't know. So, and fire lips. So kissing your water sign girlfriend, Scorpio, hands and lips you have Leo, hands and Leo lips. I mean, they're the most threatening, deadly sign of all, as Scorpio and Leo and stuff like that. But whatever. Doesn't mean they're bad. It's just that, because the lion, hello. Oh my God, my dog wants to go outside. Groovy. You want to go outside? Okay, so your moon might be in the X1. So it's like a numerology. And Aquarius, which means the 9th house before you go to bed. Mine too, which means we're going out and we're looking for this adventure to learn about the experience instead of read about it, or like, whatever. We're going out there preaching. We're going out there like a Jehovah's Witness, but we're not Jehovah's Witnesses because like they don't believe in spirits. They don't believe that they think that you're going to stay in your...
all of these religions, that they have the people go 2 by 2. That's like that. I just know that wasn't for me. There's just no way that was for me. And these rules and regulations, I just kind of knew off the bat that all of that was just control. Like, before I got saved in September of 2004, the way that I saw religion was pretty much like an atheist. Like, when it came to organized religion, and I'm still that way, really, because it's a bunch of charlatans and ego-driven bullshit, where it's like, I'm the greatest preacher. No, I'm the greatest preacher. No, well, fuck both of you. I'm the best teacher. It's like, it's another caste system to have on society. It's no different than government, really. So, yeah, I never bought that shit. I gotta refill my coffee quick. Hey, Mr. Probably the best way to have dealt with this video was listen to the whole thing and take notes, because God, we still got a long way to go with it. I'm going to try and just listen and not comment as much.
Corpse until it resurrects. Yeah, that's some bullshit. That'd be hell. But anyways, so here's the dog. My So, my door went open, and I got all dirty. Go outside, go potty, outside. Why? Okay, I don't know why she wanted to grout me just to get her toy and show me her toy. That's all she wanted to do. That's all she wanted to do. Oh no, the freaking holder of this is so dirty. Okay, there we go. And I unplugged it, so it might battery go dead. Okay. What a freaking mess. As if, okay. I wanted to read your all 21 charts to you. That's what I really wanted to do. Takes too long. I mean, maybe you can estimate. Also, I'm gonna have to show you your what's it called? I don't know, but I know.
I think you said NASA estimates. Like, there ain't no trust in NASA on this end over here. No, people that are into this, though, should definitely get Stellarium, the program Stellarium, because if you like researching anything having to do with astrology at all, or astronomy, you can put in dates and see exactly where stuff was at the time and everything. It's one of the coolest programs out there if you know what you're looking for. If you're just mindlessly browsing the thing, like, that's cool too, but you can actually punch in dates and see where the planets and everything were with that program. It's really neat.
Let's see. Unplug this again. Turned off. Okay, well, now, like, I'm trying to wash my hands, but there's a mess all over the freaking sink, which I just did. That's why I should like this. I might do all this. So, like, I'm washing my hands, like, whatever. Shakara. And I made a mess all over the freaking sink. Touch. Okay, now I'm cleaning it up. Sorry. No, I don't even know. So, let's have your chart. And, okay, what I remember from what I got up there, most of the time it was like a little Gemini rising, then it started, it just turned into Cancer rising. It was Gemini rising, then turned into Cancer rising. Then it turned, later on, I think it even turned in, it also turned into like Libra rising, it turned into Capricorn rising, and it turned into Taurus rising also during that day that you were born, which is like, you can probably relate to anything I'm saying, and it's just like ridiculous. So, and then you're like, astrology's not real. But obviously, some people's charts are not the exact same, but they have the same places that they can be going through the same stuff. Obviously, not everyone's going to have Saturn in the same house or the same sign, but they're still going to go through the same freaking troubles. And I've seen that in real life or whatever, through experiences or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. That's why I would say something like that. Instead of, I don't know, plugging you in. Okay, I don't know. You wanted to know what my beliefs are. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is my religion. I just want to live in that world. Okay, also, that's your Lilith is in Pisces thing. You just want to live in your imagination. You don't want to be responsible for anything bullshit. You just want to live in your imagination, and you want to be creative, and you just want to see life through rose-colored glasses, even though you...
That is the real me, actually. See, this is how I know this shit's real, because he tells me who I am and not what I've presented to the internet. The internet doesn't know who the fuck I am at all. They may have in 2012, in that time that I was doing my first channel, that was my heart. But the shit that I've gone through has made me douse myself in a different shade of gray, if you know what I mean. There's such thing as being too sensitive. And if I tried to live the life that I've lived for the past almost 7 years, and I was still sensitive, man, I would just be a complete basket case in a mental ward. I wouldn't be functioning at all. So I do, and have always, tried to see the rosy side of things as a side to as opposed to the bad. But I think I'm getting pretty cynical as I get older, especially as I see how people utilize the internet to harass and stalk people and try and get them to feel horrible about themselves. Yeah, I'm pretty cynical, I think.
When you take them off, it's a nightmare. You still want those rose-colored glasses on, okay? You just want to put them back on when the room of monsters, But also it's like people won't let you be this compassionate, emotional person. They just slap you on the... They're like, no, bad, stop that, be numb, go desensitize yourself, go, until you become just desensitized to it. And we're like, damn. It's like...
I feel that big time. I really do. That one I feel. Back on my old channel, for example, I did a fundraiser one time because a buddy of mine that was in need was in need. So I took my original microphone, I put it in the box nice, and I signed it. And I tried to do an eBay auction to auction off my first microphone and make some money for somebody. The shit that came at me from that was it was ridiculous. It's almost like, how dare you do such a thing? It's like, well, okay, I'm literally trying to do charity. Literally. The need is a little too great for me to take care of, so could you help me out? And that's the response I got. I never did anything like that ever again. So yeah, I feel this one. I want to be as charitable and see things from the perspective of positivity and all that. And people are like, no, fuck you. No. It's about being negative here. Great.
So you're just trying to maintain that flow of love or whatever, and forgiveness or whatever, and the flow of love, and that would be part of that. And so you might retreat, and the negative sides. You don't express the positive, you'll express the negative. So you might. So good luck with that. I don't know. And it's a duality sign, Pisces, or whatever. Lilith and Pisces. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna do your a thumbnail. Publish it right now because I did it. I was gonna make you be the Joker, and I don't know but I didn't. I just made you like you're a little. I don't know what your favorite color is. I really wanted to know so I could coordinate those colors, but
It's green. My favorite color is green. Yeah, this Joker thing kind of stuck. I don't know exactly why, but probably because you got two mentally ill people that are trying to be together and have a life. And it's like the Joker and Harley dynamic fits. But yeah, I feel more like Joker than a fucking preacher most of the time, which is unfortunate. And I want to be in that mindset of positivity all the time. I do. But life isn't like that. It's just not. There's ups and downs, and there's good and bad. And that's just the way it goes.
I'm just gonna guess that you might like orange. I don't know why, but I think orange is cool for this picture. I don't know. Okay, there we go. I'm saving your thumbnail. There.
Orange is in my Revelation News logo. It's like gold and brown. Those are like the colors that I used for the channel. I added red in there with the blood moon thing. So it's like, yeah, I mean, orange I would consider one of my colors, because it was a main part of my channel, that color. So yeah, I use orange or have used orange.
There it is. So period. That looks cool. Groovy. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. It's awesome. So there y'all. I don't know. So let me try her green. Oh, guess what? Oh, yeah, Miss Piggy and Kermit. Love that. I like my mint like I like my tea. I like them green, green, green like.
That's great. He said green. So you said maybe orange, but you got it on the second one, green. It's also because typo negative. Like, I'm just a massive typo negative fan, and the colors for them is green and black. Everything's green and black. So I'm into green. I am.
I rerouted this doll's hair. I'm not done with it. That's why its head's off. And I put it on this Rainbow Bites dot body, and then I covered it with this crochet lavender color, and then I cut off the glove arms that Miss Piggy was on. This Miss Piggy head was on, and then I just put it on like a glove on this arm. Okay.
That's a very neat Miss Piggy, a custom Miss Piggy. I like that. It's very cool.
Y'all want to see and complain about, not you, but your audience wanted to complain about Jesus on my pentagram and stuff. That's an eye, if you can't. I don't know. Screw. What I'm doing with that project, actually, I'm obsessed with Miss Vicky too. Okay, look, I just sewed these.
Okay, here's a little esoteric stuff for you. And I'm not sure if Dashin would be aware of this or not. It's interesting that you put Jesus on a pentagram with an eye at the top, because if you look at the Vitruvian Man, which is the sketch by Da Vinci, you get an idea of what the mysteries were saying. Okay, it represents the new man, and regardless if they believed in it or not, probably not, but God has a way of communicating things through people that don't necessarily believe. And the new man is what is created when you become born again. And really the end state of it, the real meaning of it, is the resurrected. It's the resurrection. That is the greatest event that will take place in all of human history, barring nothing. When those that have died will raise from the dead and be judged by God. Will be the biggest event in human history. And then we go on to the next things that take place after that, which you got a sort of an idea in the Bible of what it's like, but we can't know. That's why Mel Gibson's new movie, The Resurrection of the Christ, that's why it's going to be an acid trip. Because we don't have experience of what it's like on that other side at all. Nobody does, really.
Legs on this green M&M, and so she can have high heels. Stuffed animals with high heels are so cool. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do with this star. I rerouted this one's hair, put her ears back on, put her in a Care Bear. This is an Earth Witch Care Bear little thing. What I want to do is put her here. So she's going to be Earth Witch Miss Piggy, like with the Wizard of Oz. Earth. And then there's going to be air. And then are there fire? Are there fire and then water? This is the fire sign. Miss Piggy Witch. Yeah. She's not Dorothy, but I put rubies like on her shoes, real rubies or whatever. Oh, no, they're not real. They'll just be the rubies. They all are supposed to have an eyeball, is what I want for their belts and stuff. I'm gonna put like brown streaks in her hair, whatever. That's the fire sign. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Miss Piggy Witch, and then this is the Earth Witch, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, with her wand. And her shoes, I want to fabric dye them like orange. Just because I have others in this bag that I'm working in. This project, organized mess that I'm working on. A lot of dolls. I rewrote dolls and stuff like that. I don't think a man will tear that. But whatever, it's an imagination thing. It's like a Pisces thing. I mean, you might like action figures or something using your imagination. Exercise it. I don't know, but with that constant moving around thing, maybe we should just go walking all the time. It makes me feel better. I have little thin areas, so I need exercise too. And also, I'm supposed to have to exercise or do something healthy as every day because my Saturn's in the 6th house of hell. Anyways, okay, whatever. So, back to if you were born at 3 a.m., you might be Cancer rising as well. Still, same old bullshit. Cancer rising again at 4 a.m. But this changes. Your 10th house in Aries, and your 4th house is in Libra. If your 4th house is Libra, your mom treats you like animatologic, like Shanny's dad treated her in little ways, and become an embarrassed person. You might be more embarrassed at home, and you always want your love partner at your home all the time. And then when you go out in the public, you're like, look at my shit. This is mine. I'm alpha male. Look at my shit. And I'm doing everything fast and doing things. And
I will say that I am like that in public with Shanny. Yeah, it's like I like having her next to me and holding the hand and doing the thing, doing the couple thing. And I've told her that, like, we aren't really able to go out much, and it sucks because I enjoy that. I enjoy going to a movie, dinner, that type of deal. I'm into that. But yeah, you're right about that one.
What you identify with is I am this, I am that. If you're in the 10th house, saying like showing your identity, how you identify, kind of Aries thing, and how you survive, and alpha bullshit. I don't know. You could be that. We don't know. And then your sun sign is in your Leo in the second house, Leo, and then your 12th house, Gemini, Leo. I don't know. And then Cancer's on base. I don't know if you were born at 4 a.m. Okay. And on this one, Uranus is in the 5th house. So I don't think this is yours either, but it might be. Unusual parties, blah, blah. Kids, blah, blah. Also, Saturn is in the 1V, the 4th house. So that means your dad gave you a home and take it away from you. And that he also was a fake hypocrite and treated you like an inanimate object and trophy kid and whatever. And then your Mars is in the 5th house.
Like I said on the dad thing, I don't know. I don't know enough about him. I wish I did. But I could say that the majority of the memories that I have of him are just beautiful, you know. He took a camcorder around all over the place and recorded me when I was young. All those tapes are gone. It's a big test to lose everything, man. It really is. It's a big test. But it's better to have something than nothing, I guess, you know? I don't know.
I'm not sure. And Scorpio, so you might be a jealous person when you get mad and controlling. And if it's touching Virgo, but like, that's okay. I don't think that's it. But you also have more parties there because your Mars and Sagittarius is expanding in your 5th house. So it also means that you might have foreign children in different places. I don't know. Okay, anyways, it also means other things.
Let me put it this way. Would I like to be a more controlling person? Probably. Everybody likes to drive the car from time to time, right? But the way I feel about humans in general is that they should be free. So when it comes to the controlling attitude on anybody, that like putting my will on anybody, I never have wanted to be that way in my life ever. And I mean, I guess that's not something you really want. It's just what you are. Like you're a controlling type personality or something. I never wanted that. I wanted people to be what they are. That's how I've always felt about life. Like, I don't want to mold you into what I want. I want you to be what you are. So, yeah. But deep down, I might kind of want to control more, if that makes sense. But I just don't try to. I don't act on it, I guess.
I don't know, but your 8th house on this one is Aquarius and unexpected passing away. And the other one was 8th house Aquarius, unexpected passing away, and unexpected inheritance. But at 2:30 here is where you live for to be in old age. It's still Cancer rising.
I think you got something there. Okay. I think you're in the right spot there, Dashin. Because unexpected loss, that was my dad. We were on vacation in Colorado. In Morgan, Colorado was the county, and we were in a hotel, and his heart just stopped. Thank God we weren't in the truck. If he was driving when that happened, we would have been dead. It would have been 3 people dead in a caravan in Colorado on the highway or something. Because we were making our way to Vegas. Because that's where my dad was planning on going when he retired, and he wanted to get out there and take a look at it, you know, see what the deal was. yeah, you got something there. Unexpected loss that it just completely changed the course of the rest of my life, and the same with my mom, without a doubt. It made her she was never the type to like want to keep me in the place and like, you know, like, I don't want to say isolate, but keep you away from the world. She was never like that but after my dad died, that was it. It was like, yeah, but you got something on that.
Houses in the Pisces. Oh my God. So you might be uptight at home. You like really don't want to know about touching your stuff. You organize yourself. You're so bitchy and clean at home. You're like Matilda. You're just taken care of by yourself. And you're like super smart. And then the public side, you're like just this Pisces hippie and because you're loving spiritual person. If you have that Gemini rising going on at 2 a.m., but we don't know. You probably you come up as a Cancer sign, a family person right away if you're Cancer rising. I'm getting these things messed up. I'm so sorry. I'm jumping from one chart to the other. If you were born at 3 a.m., you're also Cancer rising with the 10th house. Pisces, reputation. 10th house is like important. It's like real big Capricorn. It is a repetition. It is how you're going to be remembered and it is all you advertise and all you want to be known as, and it's how you act like on stage. What I really wanted to tell you about is one of these, which I'm going to look up, Roseanne Barr. She has Gemini rising, whatever, but so does other cool people. Off topic, mixing this all up. I should do all this. Okay, if you were born at 5.
No, I'd say you're hitting everything perfect, because when you're saying things like you're communicating to me the meaning of something and it clicks with me, you don't go, I don't think that's you. The things that you have brought up, that you've said, this, I don't think that's you. You're correct. So you're literally, I mean, you might have felt like this was, I don't know, disjointed or, what? Siri, I didn't talk to you. Siri. Thank you. Siri just comes on and she's like, what's up? I'm going to fill my coffee cup again. So, I think you did way better of a job than you probably think you did, because you're hitting things definitely correctly. And the stuff that you don't think is me, you're like, I'm like, yeah, you're correct, it's not me. So I think you're doing good.
15 a.m. I'm skipping through a lot of them because they all look similar. You would be a Leo rising. That's where it changes. You also 5 a.m. you're Leo rising. 4:30 a.m. you're still a Cancer rising. Your 10th house is in Aries. So that's where that changes. From 4 a.m. you're Cancer with 10th house Aries. You are 3 a.m. 10th house Pisces. So let's go back to 4:30. You're Cancer rising with Aries 10th house. Your Saturn is in 1V, the 4th house. So that also means your dad would give you a home and take it away from you. And your mom, what your moon sign would be in, I figured out, I'll tell you about that. She would have gave you in a career and a reputation or something. I don't know. Or she was very disciplined.
No, that's not me. That's not me. But I did inherit from my mom. I inherited what I inherited, and people love to. Where'd the $700,000 go? Well, first of all, when I first inherited it, it wasn't $700,000. It was $250,000 or $300,000, and I turned it into $700,000. So say whatever the hell you want about that. The reason that money's gone is because of the internet. Period. And like they can try and deny it all they want, but no, my mom did not give me discipline. She didn't give me any kind of career, anything, or reputation or anything like that. So that ain't me. But I didn't hear it from my mom. So.
And disciplinarian on you, and she wanted you to gave you a false identity of yourself. I don't know, but she gave you food and money for affection, love, whatever. I don't know. I am losing all what I wanted to say. Okay, 5 a.m. You're Leo rising, but you're in your 10th house in Aries. Your 4th house is still in Libra. I don't know. Your 5th house is doubting myself all day. 5:15 a.m. You're Leo rising. This is when my computer crashed and I had to redo this all over again. Fuck. Okay, your 4th house would be in Virgo on this one for some reason, and then your 4th house. No, your 4th house is in Libra. Your 10th house is in Aries again. Blah blah blah. Okay, 5:30 a.m. You're still Leo rising, but your 10th house this time is in Taurus. This means your 4th house is in Scorpio. This means that you were sexualized when you were little, and you told everybody they were creep. You wanted to rebel against something that you wasn't even needing to rebel against, but you wanted something to rebel against through your mom, maybe. Chaos at home, chaos, chaos, chaos. But in the 10th house, Taurus, the public's image, you would be like this model, beautiful, stable person. No one would know if you were so chaotic at Scorpio, like at home. But we don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. That, like Melissa Joan Hart, she's in Aries. She has Leo rising as well, and she has 10th house Taurus as well. So, I mean, there's guys in the world, like, I forgot who, let's see, Rom Zombie, he's Capricorn, Leo rising, Moon Leo, I think. David Bowie is, like, not that. David Bowie's a Capricorn, and he's, like, Aquarius rising or something, and probably Moon. Who had Leo rising? I forgot. Marilyn Manson, he's a Capricorn, Leo rising, Moon and...
What? I'm in the same boat as Marilyn Manson. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. See, you're making me understand myself better than me, Dashton. Thank you. David Bowie. I wish I could be in the Bowie crew. You know, that's pretty sick. But I'm a huge Marilyn Manson fan, and I have been since, I don't know, 94. I was around when the Spooky Kids album came out, man. Like, they didn't have... I was just discovering them. Yeah, it was of course, it was Sweet Dreams. I saw the video on MTV, and I was like, man, that's a rockin' song, of course. And I totally got into him, but his later stuff I don't listen to really. Like the Vampire album and that shit, Eat Me, Drink Me, whatever the fuck. Shanny and I listened to one of the new songs, and it was pretty good. So I might download his latest album to see what it's like. But apparently he's a Christian now. I ain't gonna question. You say you love Jesus. I read something back in 1998 during the Mechanical Animals tour. He OD'd on what didn't Manson take, right? But he OD'd, and when he came out of it, he said that Jesus is real. This was back in 1998. So I don't know if he was a believer at that point. I don't think so. But he's like, well, there's something to Jesus, I guess. But Antichrist Superstar is like... that. I'm just going to say that's one of my top albums of all time. And it probably will be forever. But if you listen to the lyrics of what he's actually conveying in the songs. It's an anti-religion album. He doesn't diss Jesus once. Right? I'm trying to remember. There's bands out there that really actually slander the Messiah in their music, like a band like Deicide. Like there's actual very satanic bands out there, but I never listened to them because it would go in me, and it's just like automatic rejection. Like I just don't like this, you know. Antichrist Superstar was not like that for me. Like I listened to the lyrics, I see what he was saying in the album, and it's that he was saying that the establishment is bullshit. Straight up, the establishment's bullshit. That was the meaning of the album. I gotta do something quick here. I feel like this is a sloppy video too. So Dashton, you don't have to worry about that. You know, we're in the same boat. Give me a second here. I'm sorry. So let's go back to this. And yeah, Manson, I share this. Leo Rising. I don't know. That speaks to me pretty big. There's certain people, like musical artists, that I got into that I was like, man, I really feel a deep connection with them in some way. Manson was one of them. Trent Reznor, too. What's Trent Reznor's sign? We need, guys, okay, I'm talking to Maynard, I'm talking to Manson, I'm talking to Trent. You guys got to get a super group together like you were going to do. You guys are getting old. You're getting old. You got to do it now before you're 70, you know? Tapeworm. Why didn't Tapeworm ever happen? God. We need that super group, okay? Just once. Do one tour. That's all. Just one tour. But let's have the Tapeworm version of, the song was called Vacant. There was one track that came out that leaked. And it turned into A Perfect Circle song, Passive, which is one of my favorite APC songs. Talking about how passive-aggressive people are really the worst. And I agree with that. If you hate me, come at me. Just say I hate your guts. Don't be passive-aggressive. Extremely annoying. Yeah.
Probably, I forgot. I did his birth chart on here, but only because Rachel Wood accuses him of abuse. But I love him as an artist. I love that gothic stuff. I love all that. I don't know. Rachel Wood, she is a Virgo. That is so awesome. But her seventh house is in Gemini. The seventh house is ruled by Libra. It's the people you're attracting. It's shadow self of you. It's hypocritical self of you. That means she might be a freaking liar, and then she's attracting all these liars, two-faced people. So that could be something like that. But, you know, Marilyn Manson, he's Capricorn, Leo rising. 10th house, beautiful Taurus, is public image is beautiful and art and all stuff. 4th house, Scorpio.
Marilyn Manson's public image is beautiful. As an artist, I don't know. Is he respected as an artist? I hope he is. His paintings are crazy. I know that. Was Evan Rachel Wood? Was he with her? Is she one of the girls he was with? Can't remember. I can't remember that. I know that name, right? Something Rachel Wood. Yeah. There it is. Now you're seeing all the stuff of what he's been, but they dropped everything. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Manson dropped his lawsuit against Rachel Wood, Evan Rachel Wood, but she's a Virgo, huh? Anyway, that's interesting. Now, but Manson to me is just, I don't know, it's good music. It's always going to be good music to me. I can't, like, that's not something I can help. But he got all this shit from the Christian community with Antichrist Superstar. Whoa, he has Antichrist in the title and it has Superstar in it. That's even worse. Yeah, but you guys didn't listen to what he was saying in the album. The only track that I can say is probably negative, completely negative, is the first song, which is called the Irresponsible Hate Anthem. And he has the audience chant, we hate love, we love hate. That, that to my spirit was always like, that's unclean. And he kicks the album off with that. But man, it's a rockin' tune. It's a rockin' tune. You just can't deny, like, his talent as an artist. That's for sure. But he's a Leo rising, I'm a Leo rising, and he was with a Virgo, and they went through some shit.
All chaotic and sex and jealousy and stuff at home. No one will know. And like sociopathic Capricorn, no offense, but not all of them are sociopathic, but they kind of Scorpios and Capricorns. And there's some signs that are considered sociopathic-ish because they can just go off real quick. Like Geminis, they could just be unemotional and logical and cold, and then they can be like emotional and like irrational. The Geminis, whatever. But anyways, that's a different story. This is your story that's half-assed, and I don't know your time of birth, so it sucks. I can't just pinpoint and focus on 1, 2, 3 at a time things.
It's really very frustrating for me too, because on my, I don't know, on all of my birth certificates that I ever saw, I didn't see a time of birth. And I just never frickin' asked my mom, before she passed. Like, what time of day was I born? You know what I mean? I never asked her. My uncle might know. Maybe I could ask him. I'm not sure, but yeah.
So I'm all over the place with this. And this one's sad, okay? Okay, we hope you're not born at 6 a.m., okay? Because you're a Leo rising. Your 10th house is in beautiful Taurus, but your 8th house of passing away is Pisces, which means you might drown, you might overdose, you might unalive yourself because of Pisces in 8th house. This is how people pass away. 8th house Pisces. Sad. Could be drowning, poisoned, doing it to yourself. I don't know, or drowning or something like that. So we don't know. And whatever's in your 8th house, whatever planet could be in there, this might happen. So hopefully that's not happening. Also,
when I had my salvation event, for that, what happened was I was cleaning up cat crap in the garage. And it got on my skin and I got hives all over my body. So I went to the hospital and they put me on prednisone, and that drove me insane. Like, it literally broke my mind. And I had an allergic reaction to it, and they just yanked me off it fast. And I tried to unalive myself then. Thankfully, my mom was there and put her finger down my throat, and I puked him up. So here I am. I'm still alive. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the Rev meets his end. We'll see.
The Lilith in the 8th house on this one. Yeah. Mhm. Don't do it. Okay, you have if you were born at 6:30 a.m., you would be a Virgo rising, like Shanny. This is the only time you get to be a Virgo rising, bitch. You cannot be a Virgo rising if you motherfucking born at no, you will be a Virgo rising if you're born at 7 a.m. as well. But your 10th house will be in Gemini. Your 10th house will also be in Gemini if you're born at 6:30 a.m. and 7 a.m. Okay, and your 8th house would be in Aries to panel collision, just like Shanny. So our thing, the passing away thing, sad. Okay, just and they're also going to bed just like her Taurus thing, and then waking up like Scorpio thing. So that's kind of fun. If you have this, I don't know, and that would mean this one also says that Uranus is in the 3rd house. Also,
I'll just say that I think that, in my opinion, when it comes to my connection with Shanny, whatever the most grandiose, whatever the most wow that you could think of as a person that does this dashed in, like that looks at birth charts and plots out how a person is and their personality traits and all this, it will be the most grandiose. That will be the reality, because of the things the connections that we have are unbelievable. They're unbelievable. It's like impossible. But like I told you, like if she took my last name, her initials would be SEE. So it's C. And then with my initials, which this is really crazy that my initials are this, but my initials are JWE, which the J is a Y, right? So it's like Yahweh. So it's like when we come together, our names are C Yahweh. What? If William was born on at the time that he was supposed to be born, Shanny, our son William, and yeah, I'm not the biological father of him, but he calls me dad. That's extremely wonderful. I'm not worthy of that shit, but he calls me dad. His name would have been Jason William Gaddis. Like, what? Because apparently he was supposed to be born on a Friday the 13th. So that was Shanny's way of having fun with that, I'm gonna name him Jason. So he would have been Jason William Gaddis. There's so many things like that with our lives that are like paralleled in a way that it's extremely amazing. Like the only thing we can't relate to with each other is relationship with mom. Because her mother was everything my mother was not, she was. And I just wish I could take that all away from her. Because it really hurt her, to not have your mother show you love is one of the most destructive things that can happen to a person. I'm 100% sure of that.
You have Venus in the 12th house. Training your soulmate, your relationship, like they're all your soulmates, all like Pisces, like love, unconditional loving, grieving, chameleon like, and just being everything for a partner, being every character had, just like, Shannon could be with her sun sign, 12th house, and I don't remember, her Venus is in the 12th house too. Yeah, I think that was there. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. If you're born at if you're born at 9:30 a.m., it means you come up as a fake object, like just a Libra, like a beautiful face, and then you'll have eighth house Aries, still the passing away thing, head on collision thing, and then your 10th house would be in Cancer. You would be everybody's mom in the public's eye, and then when you go home, you had to buy your own car, or never had a car, who knows. You got to grow up fast. Your mom made you grow up fast, and
No, I'm like literally the exact opposite of that. My mom wanted to keep me a child forever, really, and it was not for a bad reason. It was for the sake of what, this is a dangerous world, and things happen, and that you can't predict. It all comes down to the death of my dad. Completely. It just totally comes down to that. My life would have been completely different if he lived. Because we were always going places and going on vacations when we could. Because my dad was a pharmacist and a teacher. So he tried his best to do the vacation thing every summer. We went to Florida, and toured all, like Kennedy Space Center, all that stuff down in Florida. We had cool trips. We went to visit my Aunt Mamie and my Aunt Ruthie in Virginia, like stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that anyway.
Who knows? And it could mean that your dad gave you a home and took it away from you, like a dick, for no reason. And it just take you another time to get a home, and then it'd be taken away from you again. Like after you get a home, it's like, what the fuck? Why can't I just have a stable? You have to earn it somehow, or just do something. I don't know what it is. It's giving you opportunities. And you're Saturn's in the second house on this one, okay? So this one's where you have poverty and you're starving.
Okay. Well, you are now seeing Rev from the future of where I was, because I put you guys on pause for, wow, maybe 6 hours. And Shanny woke up, and that's what you do, you be with your girl. But now you got my attention again, Dashton. And to people that are like, why are you commenting so much on this video? It's literally about my birth chart. Like, I would understand people not wanting me to comment if it's, like I was doing a review video or something. Like, you shouldn't step on the feet of something like that too much. This is literally about my life. Like, do you understand why I would comment a lot on it? And Dashton, the way he communicates, he's very fast, but he packs a lot of stuff in to one sentence. So there's times when I kind of have to almost think about what he's saying as he's saying it, because he communicates so fast. So why the fuck are you watching this video of me reviewing my own birth chart if you don't care about the details of my actual life? That makes literally zero sense. So I'm going to go back to this, and I'm not going to interrupt it too much. But where there's relevant points, I am, because it's valuable to him. Because it's basically given him the green light that, yeah, I'm seeing these charts right. The science of the way it works is working. So yeah, I'm going to confirm that stuff for him. So just deal with that.
Financial security on this one. I hear this. I don't know. I don't know. Also, let's look and see if the other ones, if they say poverty too, like whatever, or experience the poverty and you're starving and it's always given to you, financial security, and then take it away from you. It just.
I think I like to be like very as professional as possible. So I like to hit the mute on the stream deck. But actually, I think I'm just going to leave an open mic because this thing, God, probably the best $32 I ever spent in my life is this microphone. It will cut into his audio if I'm saying something, and because I don't want to hold this up anymore. So here we go.
Never let you like have financial security on this one. I hear this. I don't know. I don't know. Also, let's look and see if the other ones, if they say poverty too, like whatever, or experience that happening to you in your life. Yep, that would be at 7 a.m. as well. And Saturn in the third house. I don't think that you. Oh, okay. Well, if you have Saturn in the third house, if you're born at 6:30, you'd be Virgo rising, but you would have Saturn in the third house, which means you can be a public speaker, and then it'll be taken away from you. Something fell off my wall.
Really, really, because Saturn is where it is. I would have a role as being a speaker, but then it's taken away from me. What? I had quite a bit of Christians listening to me. I could tell you that. Quite a few. I mean, we had a radio show where we were rocking viewers of live listens. I can tell you this from the numbers. There were millions of people listening to us. I'm not tooting any horn or anything. It's just what was happening. And it's because we were getting pretty important people on our show. You know, it didn't matter that we had just popped up out of nowhere. Enough stuff had been going on in the background to make people take notice. So that happened to me for sure. I had a role in the prophecy community, and it was taken away from me by watermelon. Enough. Yeah. So that's another accurate thing. They were going to have me at the Branson Prophecy Conference, and I basically had opportunity to write a book and publish it through Gary Stearman's operation, all this stuff. I was on a road to really being a part of the actual like mainstream Christian prophecy community. But I mean, that comes with its own, let's call it watermelon. Stop it. This is the thing. If I pay attention to something else and it's not her when she's around, she'll do this. She'll claw at doors and she'll open doors up when she can because I'm not paying attention to her. This girl is like the drama queen. Watermelon. I can't do it, man. I'm trying to focus. I want to focus on this. But yeah, you're accurate on that. Let's go.
I'm so confused. Okay. What the heck? Ugh.
He keeps having distractions too.
So that's something, you could probably relate to all these things I'm saying, and probably not. I don't know. Sorry, you don't have your actual time birth, so I tried to do all these 21 charts, and I didn't get around doing it. And I'm not okay. I need to just redo this. Okay. Your sun in the 12th house on this one, just like Shanny's. If you're 7 a.m., okay. I just don't know.
See, just that detail alone, that like the sun and moon houses or whatever were in the same place for me and Shanny, both were in the same. Like, there's certain things that there's no denying that the girl I'm with is the girl I'm supposed to be with. And it shows in our relationship of the fucking roller coaster shit that we have gone through, because we've been through the ringer together on quite a few things, and we came out together. And the reason that is because what God puts together, no man can tear asunder, and that's the truth. If God knitted it up, that's it. You're in it. So you pray on it and you walk your life, man. That's all you can do. I'll probably start muting again.
You were born at 9:30 a.m. Still Libra rising, 10th house Cancer. Your Saturn's in the second house again. The problems with poverty and stuff. And again, you have the same thing with at 10 a.m. Libra rising, 10th house Cancer. See, it means at home you was sheltered, and like your siblings wouldn't let you go out and have like a relationship. Like it made you like really like grow up and take care of your siblings or something, and hard work, and then you're everybody's mom in the public's eye, like Britney Spears or something, because she has Libra rising. So
I grew up as a spoiled shit kid. I was an only child. Like I said, my mom and dad tried for a long time to have a child and they couldn't, and I came along just, it was not expected. Let's put it that way. It's like try to have a baby for years and years, and then I just showed up. So my mom treated me like a messiah. She gave me everything I wanted, as much as she could afford. So no, the poverty thing is not for me. Now Shanny, yeah. Shanny's story is definitely like that. Like constantly working poor people. Her dad and mom, pretty much. Like hardworking and doing their best to provide. But still, everybody knows. It's a thankless struggle. You get up in the morning, you go to a fucking job that you despise. Something mindless. We should be able to make money on what we love to do. I didn't ever have to worry about where my next meal came from, because I was extremely blessed. And you could say it's white privilege, sure. Yeah. I had old school, parents from the 1950s, 60s, 1950s. They were 50s kids, my mom and dad. And I was privileged. Yeah. And then they want to put it on you. They want to really put that yoke on you. You were privileged. Where's my privilege? I didn't choose to be privileged. How the fuck is that? Am I worse of a person because I had some privilege? No, not necessarily. They say Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump got money from his father, and that's how he made his... Okay, he gave him a loan of like $100,000. Donald Trump became a billionaire. I think he did a little something for his money. But let's not go down the Trump train. We don't need that. Okay? The way he hits stuff, it's crazy to me. And our sun and moon were in the same place. That's amazing shit.
She'll have your face come off as fake because she has to, because everyone's like making her this performance thing. Like, hi, I'm like Britney Spears, but like Moon and Aquarius, I'm secret like your true friend, and I like it's unfortunate that these people are like assholes. They're like picking on me like I'm an outcast.
Oh my god, that's fucking great, man. Dashton's pulling out the what do they call that? The Valley Girl accent. Like, oh my god, Britney Spears. Oh my god, like that shit. That's hilarious. And man, I'm gonna tell you, this celebrity shit is really fucking weird. I'm starting to see some of this stuff, and I'm like, these people that are saying that they're cloning them, I think there might be something to it. I know that is like, that's on the level of flat earth shit when you start talking about clone celebrities, but it's weird, man. How else can you explain Kanye West literally blowing up his own life? Why would you do that? You had everything you could want. And you take your wife to the Grammys naked, basically, under a black fur coat or whatever, and go to her, bitch, you take that off right now. What is your fucking deal? Are you gone? Yeah, I think he is. And I think what explains his behavior, and people like Britney Spears, when they go through these fucking, they are MK Ultra'd a billion times over. They have been programmed and traumatized and R-worded and all of that horrible shit so many times that they have 15,000 different alters. And that might explain all of the weird behavior, and it has nothing to do with clones. But honestly, I'm starting to believe it's very possible, because sometimes you have them go into a place and they come out looking completely different. Like Shanny was saying, look at Bieber now. Like, I think it's still him, because his eyes, if you line up his eyes with the way he looks now and the way he looked, say, like 3 years ago, it's pretty much the same face, I think. Okay, but have they gotten the technology of this cloning shit to where they can just print a face on a person? Okay, so it's pretty close that you're going to go, yeah, that's still them. You're living in fucking weirdness. I'm telling you, some kind of the other thing with alternate timelines and we're in a broken fucking system simulation. I think it could be that Google Willow, isn't that what they call it, this new supercomputer? It's starting to mess with the simulation. What if you have an AI computer, a super intelligent AI computer, which this Willow thing is? It can solve mathematical problems that it would take a person literally longer than the existence of the universe. And this thing can solve it in like 2 hours. What happens if we do live in an active simulation and you have a super intelligent AI computer take over the simulation? What in the name of Jesus happens then? I don't know. But whatever it is, it's going to be weirdness. And that is really what we're experiencing. You see, the Mandela effect shit. I don't think there's anything really much to the Mandela effect. I really don't think there is. It's mostly people misremembering things. But I'm going to tell you, there are a few of them that it's pretty undeniable. Wait a minute, that did exist. And then you look back and it's the new one. It's the one they just made. And no, it's always been this way. And then you got CERN. So there's so many different fucking things that I think they've been wanting to tamper with the absolute fabric of reality. And this does tie in with this Hollywood shit. It's all witchcraft. That's really what it comes down to. It's black witchcraft. And it's meant to deceive, manipulate, and turn everybody against each other so that we can have a nice problem reaction solution thing where we go, well, fuck, We need these smart cities. We need them real bad because this planet is going to fucking explode if we don't do something about the CO2. Oh my God, the fucking CO2. We're going to literally lose our minds about a life gas. Okay? You know how you solve global warming if it's caused by CO2? You plant trees. Wow. So you're telling me that the life cycle of the planet could work with humans actually being productive and putting gases into the... Yeah, of course. Plant more fucking trees. Back to Dashin.
Look, everything's there. I'm such tirelessly rising. You know, and like 10,000 Cancer, the mother of pop and public image, you know, like would be Britney Spears. But, you know, that means you better work, bitch, at home. 4th house Capricorn.
Work, bitch.
You're like this really hardworking person who just tears everything apart and like rebuilds it because you make things harder on yourself because.
Yeah, Shanny, you know, you would be totally besties with Dashin like forever. Like it's totally the case. You're like that's soulmate shit, you know? For real.
You're just working harder and just extra harder because make it harder for you to make hard work. And it's just like a Capricorn level thing. We should work at home. If you have that, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. But this also would.
Well, the deal with the, you ask the trolls. It's like, no, he'd never take a job for nothing. Well, I'll tell you a little fact about myself that I completely myself, aside from the editing, produced my own novel, which I'm going to tell you, if you haven't tried doing it, it could take you a while. And it takes work and dedication to finish it. Some people write one book and they're done. And I have other shit in my head, but it's so... to actually sit down and have it come out correctly is not something that's easy. You really have to. Writing is something you do have to hone as a craft, and if you don't use it, you do lose it. I cranked out 2 solid screenplays, 2, in the matter of 6 months, and it's because I was really, really into it. I was into learning how screenplays are put together, and I studied because I had this big book that was like that thick. It was mostly an art book, but it was The Matrix, and it had the script. All the script from the first movie was in that book in the back, and I really studied and tried to mimic how that read into my screenplay. And then I had people read them that are in the industry, and they're like, "Well, this ain't bad at all." So I gotta fucking get AI on it. AI can finish up the last 2 parts because I want to sell this shit. And with the trash media that's on now, I don't care how shitty you think my book is, it's not as bad as some of the shit that's on Netflix. You might just not like the style of writing that somebody writes like a fake history book. Because that's how I wanted my book to read. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. That you feel like you're reading a fake War and Peace or something. But that's what I wanted to do. And the people that dig it really dig it. They thought it was pretty fucking awesome. So the deal is the deal, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Would mean that you have moon in the 8th house, which you would in 8th house Taurus, which means you'll happily be passing away, and you'll be beautiful in your coffin. But since you have 8th house Taurus and you have financial security passing away, but if you have this at 10 a.m. you'd be before you go to bed. You can't go to bed because you're running off your nerves all the freaking time before you go to bed, Gemini. And then when you wake up, 3rd house Sagittarius, you're like, you wake up like this happy-go-lucky preacher person too, as well. But before you can't go to bed because your mind's constantly racing. I
Oh my God, I suffer with that so bad. Like you, oh my God, I think. We shut off the subtitles for no reason. Sorry about that. If there is one thing that I've struggled with my whole life, and it's never not been a problem, is your head hitting the pillow and you sleep. That has been a problem for me forever. Because there was always something on your mind. There's always something for the next day that's in your mind for the next. Like on the night you're going to sleep, right? Which is every night. Hopefully you're sleeping every night. I hope. God bless you. There's always, oh, I got to do that. I got to do that. And then that can be in your mind so bad over and over and over and over again that you didn't go to sleep and it's 4 a.m. and you're like, wow, that's great. How many days am I going to go this time without sleeping? Which is why they give you the little pills. But you know what? They prescribed me some of that and I was like, yeah, no. God, I don't know how people could get addicted to that feeling. Like vertigo, constant vertigo with a headache, and you feel like you're gonna fucking vomit and you can't walk. Like, nope. No thanks. I'll never be a pill popper, I know that.
I think, like, okay, if you were actually born, it changes your moon at 10:30 p.m. So never mind. Your moon would be in your moon would be in Gemini, which means that you have racing thoughts, you schizophrenic. 1 minute you're like so funny, and the next it snaps. You're just not funny anymore, and you become this schizophrenic, and like you'll have these black eyes, like a literally schizophrenic. The moon in Gemini is duality. If you have moon in Gemini, moon in Pisces, moon in Libra, even though you have good traits and shit, you're gonna be schizophrenic. You have a duality going on in the inside, like a literal diagnosis, which is schizophrenia. You'll change.
See, that's funny. Me and Shanny were just talking about that today, and she's like, "There's two of you. There's like two different, two me's." And I'm like, "Well, that's pretty much everybody, right? You can have, you can be an asshole, you could be nice, you could, be indifferent." But I am diagnosed schizoaffective, which is not exactly the same as schizophrenia, but it's a complex thing like a lot of mental things are. For me, mine gets triggered if I haven't slept for a long time, or, I malnourish myself to the point of delirium, psychosis. That can happen. But, yeah, I'm diagnosed schizoaffective, so I think I'm mostly just bipolar though, because the schizoaffective is it happens not a lot, thank God. It's when I'm really, really, really stressed and everything's on my shoulders and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. That's when it gets triggered, and I could start hearing shit that's not happening. I could start seeing people literally appear in front of me and have a conversation with them. It rarely gets that bad, though. What I mainly deal with is textbook. I am diagnosed with, okay? I'm not diagnosing myself. This is professional diagnose me with severe bipolar 1 disorder. Bipolar 1. Severe. That's mainly what I deal with. So, yeah, there you go.
Be this person. Where are you? Where'd you go? What happened to your friend? Like the moon and Gemini thing? And then it means your mom's two-faced. There's something that she'll let you stay at home and, if you want to, as long as you want.
Yeah.
But so you might not have this. And then,
no, that's me to a T, bruh. My mom didn't want me going nowhere, and I didn't. I could not, like I said, I could not stomach the thought of my mother being alone every day. And I'm really glad that I took the road I did. I am happy with the road I took. Is there some things I changed? Yeah. That's everybody, man. Nobody's life is fucking perfect. But I am so, my heart sings that my mom wasn't lonely. The thoughts of my mom going to a dinner alone at a restaurant literally just makes me want to cry right now. Like, I can't do that. So you're right about that too. She was like, yeah, stay as long as you want, forever.
You have Taurus rising, you have a beautiful face, and then you'll come off as like people are always like, hurry up. You're like, you're never gonna rush me. I'm gonna just sit right here like Buddha, and everything's gonna come to me. And then your 8th house being Sagittarius, you would pass away in a foreign land, and then if your 9th house is in Capricorn, you'd be like this douchebag, authoritative person, and like in the public eye. But when you're at home, you're this caring, mothering person. 4th house Cancer. If you have this, you're born at 10:30 p.m. So that's where your moon changes to Gemini, the schizophrenic, and you're at 10:30 as well. But you'll be Aries rising, and then all your planets are in order from Aries to Pisces. That means you'll wake up 3rd house Gemini. Yeah, so you'll be like, it's at home with itself. But like 9th house Sagittarius, you want to read the Bible before you go to bed. I mean, you could probably relate to all this crap. Every one of them, who knows? Put yourself in all of these shoes. I don't know.
Well, what I'm doing with it, and I think it's the only way I can do it, is you're throwing traits at me, and I'm seeing the ones that fit. And I'm being 100% honest with you on all of it, you know. The shoes that fit, I'll wear them, you know. And the ones that don't, I won't. So maybe if you do end up listening to both of these videos, Dash, and you can pinpoint where, you know, at the time of day I was born. Because if I say this is right, that's wrong, that's not me, that is me, you can pick up on that and be like, oh shit, you were probably born at like 6 a.m. or something. You know, that the 6 a.m. thing is sounding right to me. Like, man, I wish I asked my mom when I was born. That is what it is.
And then 8th house Scorpio, which means a very horrible fighting until your body gives up. Or you could be unallied by somebody else. 8th house Scorpio. You know what? And you'll be Aries rising. Well, you know what? My dog in here that's Gemini with moon in Aquarius, she also has Aries rising, and her 8th house is in Scorpio. Her 10th house is in Capricorn, like yours too. If this is it, if it's not, then sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then so we don't know what time you're bursting. So ask the hospital they came from. They might be able to. If they don't, no, I'm sorry. Uranus would be in the 8th house. That'd be unusual, passing away. Mars in the 8th house, head on.
Yeah, I was just thinking that today. I could probably call up. I know where I was born, and I'm pretty sure that campus. It's a huge campus. The Geisinger. I could probably find out the time I was born. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll try and call them and see if they could look my record up, because I know I was born there. So maybe they could give me the time of day. Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Spending money too fast, spending other people's money too fast, people spending your money too fast. 8th house Aries, 8th house Mars, and then you'll be foreign land, Mars, Sagittarius, 8th house Scorpio, fighting until your body goes up. If you're born at 10:30 p.m. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, if you're born at 10:30 p.m., you'd be also Taurus rising as well. Moon is in the schizophrenic Gemini. And if you don't feel the same way I feel, I'm just gonna be so mad at you or something, and change like when Gemini does, like how I explain how like they're cold when they're logic, and then when they're emotional they're like really irrational. We don't know if that's you. Your moon could be in Taurus.
Geminis
But
are
your
Spocks.
CRS, how you heal the people, you put people at ease and you make sure that they're comfortable and you can massage them. You share everything that you have, even if you don't have anything. You're like, man, didn't you share because you're showing your affection all the time? Like, going to go get your woman her drinks and stuff, serving her. It's so nice too. You know, it's just nice, encouraging, affectionate thing. And there was this there was this one placement in here that you could have. Your Venus is in Virgo. That means you want to be with someone day to day that you can stand every day. That's nice. That and your Venus on one of these was in the fourth house, which means you would spoil and mothering, nourishing your partner. And you are a mother's boy and you want your mother's approval of your lover. And if your mom don't like them, you kind of want to like stray away and find somebody your mother would like. Mm.
I would definitely say that's accurate. Yep. Yeah, I would have wanted my mother to approve of who I'm with. And once she fully understood who Shanny is and the things she's gone through and the moral character that she's shown through a very rough life. My girl has had a very rough life, but she came out the other end wanting people to love one another and to take care of each other. I can, without a doubt, say that my mom would be very proud of who I'm with. And the only proof that you need that I'm telling the truth is the way the boys are. And you know, if they ever decide to be public YouTubers too, you'll find out how great of guys they are. Very compassionate, very loving. Man, they can eat. Wow, they can eat. But really good kids. You can't raise sons like that if you're not a good person. She truly is a good person. So yeah, my mom is happy.
And you want all your lovers to be at home. But Venus in Cancer is a wonderful placement for people, but if your Venus is in Virgo, and it could be in the fourth house, world of Cancer, and I don't know, but we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. You probably can relate to that anyways, so I understand that too.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. You know,
I can.
it'd be nice. I mean, but you know, maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? I mean, whatever. I don't know. Another thing, if you were born at 11:30 p.m., you were also still Taurus rising, 10th house Capricorn, 8th house unalive Sagittarius. Okay, now when you're at 12 o'clock, you'll be Gemini rising, and your fourth house will be Leo. That means your mom's a narcissist. She saw the year she was your biggest fan.
What, honey? Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day, honey. I love you. And I would love to get you some flowers. Chocolates and flowers. That's what you do. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. By the time you see this, will probably be, I don't know, 1 p.m.
And then your 10th house, the public image is Aquarius. Hi, everyone's friend. Everyone's your friend. You're like, I don't know. And you come up as a true friend. You want to show everyone what's right, what's the right way. You know, be the Aquarius. Like Shanny has those qualities all up in there. Being that, you know, outside the Bach Beach, you know, like the original beach. Hello, beach. And friend, good stuff. Like show your higher self. And you have to be pushed into I love people who have 10th house Aquarius. They are the best people to direct in a play. Like they are the best. They will learn their lines and other people's lines. If you were in a play, like your mom, if you have fourth house Leo, your mom would want to put you in plays and stuff, put you out there, put you in a band or something. You have all this talent, and you have to be pushed onto the stage into what you really like, so everyone can enjoy your higher self, Aquarius. And if you don't, everyone's going to miss out on it. and on stage, you would be so easy to direct, easy to do your lines and other people's. If someone was sick cheerleading, they would put you in as second, and you could you do it.
You know, I wish because I know this is a confidence deal. I wish I lost my weight before I wasn't even heavy that long. It's like my body, when I was a kid, I was like a skinny kid, man. But I feel it now because I have enough self-confidence. I feel like I could be an actor without a doubt. Like, I feel like I could do that and be pretty fucking good at it. But I don't know, man. It's like there's so much. I'm out of my mind. I'm sorry.
You know, this would be cool if you had this as your placement. So you were talking about wanting to be an actor and stuff. Yeah, you would be the best. You be my favorite person looking. Do all your lines like I told you, and everyone else is like, I need a break. I can't do that again. If you have a 10,000 Scorpio, the underworld ruler, which on this day of you being born and nights and the whole time you don't have that, so you're not difficult to be put on stage with.
Oh, okay. We might have an issue. You said the 9th? No, my birthday is August 19th. Maybe you just misspoke on that though, because I know I gave you the right time when we, gave you info. So I'm sure you probably just misspoke. It was the 19th, August 19th, 1984. That's me, birthday.
It's 10,000 Scorpio. You might have 10,000 Aquarius, and then you also might have 10,000 Pisces here, so that's a beautiful spiritual sweet thing, and spiritual chameleon thing. You know, all the signs in the public side, and spiritual psychic stuff, or you might have this 10,000 Aries, the alpha male bullshit. Like, look at me. Well, I have my freaking Aries, Mars, and Venus, Mars, and Pallas, Pisces, and 10,000.
No, there's no universe. Well, maybe there is a universe that exists if the multiverse thing is real. But no, I'm just the alpha thing is not me at all. Like I don't care whoever I'm with. I want them to be free. I don't want them to feel like they gotta, hold their words or. Live a life they don't want to live. Because in my book, if that's what's going on, you need to tell me and you need to go live your life. You know what I mean? That's really the way I jive. If I'm pulling your jive down, then let's unjive. I really feel that way. I don't want to control no one. I don't want to... Nothing. I want a person to live their own fucking life. It's like narcissism to me is very weird. Why would you want to take somebody and try and mold them into you? That's really weird and abusive, I'd say. You should be free to be who you are. And if you feel like you can't be that in the situation that you're in, then you should probably get out of that situation. Because it ain't jiving with you, right?
Too. So everyone's going to see my aggression and see whatever and whatever. I don't know. Sometimes like drama. I have a drama channel. I have a narcissist channel. Like when I don't know what I have of other channel. I have another channel that's all private now because everyone's a horrible person. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know. So you might have these placements. I don't know. We're hoping you have the 10,000 squares. I don't know. I mean, that would be cool. And then you might have this 10,000 Aries bullshit. I don't know. I mean, it's not bullshit, but I'm just saying. I don't know. Or these are the ones that you have this 10,000 Taurus. The public image thing, the career, how you go on cameras, because cameras are ruled by Capricorns and Pisces, the 10th house, and the 12th house, the illusions. The 12th house ruled by Pisces, your spirits, illusions. But the 10th house is how you're going to be remembered here. It's your reputation. It is when you are on camera. Hello, what people are going to see, and it's going to be remembered, and it's there forever. Yeah, but on record, whatever. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry if it doesn't. I just all over the place.
Well, for me, I mean, this YouTube thing became part of who I was. So anything with the camera deal, it's going to be accurate. If it's like having a camera on you, because I did a lot with my videos, so that would be accurate.
I'm probably all over the place all the time. I don't know when I'm going to be coherent ever. And then also, if you were born at 6 a.m., you're also Virgo rising. Maybe. If you're not, then I don't know. Your 8th house would be in Aries, the head religion thing. Your 10th house would be a Gemini, duality, all hats, like Shanny is. I don't know. Similar to hers, not.
Hang on a second. I really apologize. So I had a big pause again. I really want to get through the rest of this video so that I can put this up for Dashton and he'll know the deal. Because the more, I guarantee you, the details that he gets from this, he's probably going to be able to pinpoint exactly, like, my deal. So, back to it.
If you're born at 7 a.m., so Virgo rising, and your 10th house is in Gemini, your 8th house is in unalive Aries, head on collision. Okay, here's where it changes at 9:30 a.m. Libra rising, your 10th house Cancer, mother of whatever career, and your 8th house unalive Aries. We don't know. I don't know. Did I say all of these all the way to the 11 a.m.? 8th house financial security of like 11 a.m. Libra rising. We don't know.
I mean, there's no doubt. Like I'm giving you the points of my life so that you'll know. Like, I was completely financially secure. Like, absolutely zero problem with that. Growing up. And then I was fine going into adulthood, and then things... Satan has ruined my life.
12 a.m. 10th house. Oh, 12 a.m. is different. It says midheaven, 10th house, Leo, and your Scorpio rising is like Justin Bieber. He's a Pisces, Scorpio rising, Leo. So you might come off as a threatening fucking douchebag who might love you or hate you, but then again, you'll be psychically readable if you're Scorpio rising. Fuck yeah. And you come off as a chaotic bitch and stuff. But, if you have Scorpio rising or whatever, and you'll be...
Do I share something with Justin Bieber? Really? Man, you're really hitting points. I'm telling you, because I've seen him in videos where he has sort of like an emotional breakdown moment, and I'm like, that's me. When I get really deep in emotion, I just almost completely, I just say shut off, like when it gets too heavy. And I've seen him recently, like he's had interviews where he's been talking about, he can't talk about it yet. This, whatever the horrible shit is that Justin went through, and I say God bless him, because I think he is a real one for God. But they take us, if you are a Christian, they take us and they put us through a goddamn spiritual meat grinder. If you're in that business, And I think that's why the true, real, I'm a Christian, man. I just believe in God and shit. They end up out, because they know that they're spiritual food for these satanic freaks that are in California and other places. But Hollywood, they suck the life out of Christian people. And I really don't think it's a good career choice to go there if you are a true believer. Because to them, you're a meal, a spiritual meal.
Like fearless, ruthless, and just like someone either like hates you or love you. In between is what they say about that placement. But my dog's Scorpio rising, so she's like gonna do her own thing and like rebel and still, Then your 8th house will be in Gemini, which means your lungs. You might unalive with your lungs problem. 8th house. Okay, and then you got 10th house Leo, which everyone just have a crush on you at your work, at job, or whatever, and they'll excited because it's exotic. It's like, and then your 4th house in Aquarius, which means your mom was prejudiced, racist, and she didn't want you to be a different person. She took away all your cool, creative clothes, and she's like, go to boy camp, cut your hair, don't be different, be boring and normal.
That ain't me. My mom encouraged me to look however the hell I wanted. If there was a special occasion, like I was starting to grow my hair out, and then my cousin got married, and it was like, oh, you got to cut your hair for the wedding. And then like one of my cousin's best friends that was in the bridal party with me had hair down to his shoulders, and I was like, okay, that's ridiculous. I was forced to cut my hair for this, and this guy's got a mane down to his shoulders. Like, what the hell is this? It's not fair. So no, my mom never pushed me to look anyway. She's a great mom. She just, you're safe here. You got all the food you need. You got the money that you need. You're with me. You're safe. And that's what I like. That was my mom. Sheltering me too much, yeah, that happened. But I'm not like Norman Bates or nothing. I think that's probably the syndrome that you would get with the life I led. Oh, he was too close with his mother. Like, they were just too close. So you're going to have Norman Batesy type stuff. Weirdness. No, nothing like that with me, man. I think I with the people I've talked to, the professionals, a big reason that I probably am bipolar is because I lost my dad when I was 7. You know, that a trauma of that level could create that type of reaction, that type of brain, you want to call disorder. Or personality disorder. I mean, bipolar is a personality thing. So it's one of those fundamentals, and people become this. They become hyperactive. They become, holy shit, Kanye has just lost it, man. Maybe that's why I paused again, because Shanny's like, you got to see this shit. And, I mean, it's bad enough what he did with his wife on the red carpet, but now you're just throwing. My God, man, I pray for him, because there's no way somebody can speak so passionately about Jesus Christ and not mean it. I think Kanye's soul is for Jesus, but I think he's being hit constantly with either satanic ritual shit that they're doing magic and pushing him to do shit, or it's straight up MK Ultra triggerings that he's in his everyday life, and he's got white vans that go by his house, and they put the fucking ray gun at his door, and boom, they just trigger him to go, fucking Hitler, blah, 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 right? Because these things exist. There's many ways that the government and aim some kind of device at you and either give you a heart attack or make you literally have a schizophrenic breakdown. Or if you've been in MK Ultra, if you have been MK Ultra'd, they can call your cell phone and say one word and you're out doing bad stuff for the government. Isn't that crazy? There's no number that we could ever know of how many MK Ultra mind control people there are out there right now. Because they kidnap people and do this to them. Do you realize that? One day we could have, let's say, a big video that everybody sees, a super viral video, and it could have one phrase in it, and it activates every single person in this country that they've MK Ultra mind controlled. You want to talk about chaos? Oh, man. These channels are these trendy fucking kids, I'll tell you. I'm here for the chaos. Are you? You're sitting there at your computer talking about Kanye West and Jews and all of this great stuff. And you go, I'm just here for the chaos. What happens when the real chaos starts? Huh? You don't know what evil is. You think it's funny. You think that Kanye West posting a bunch of stuff on his Twitter is chaos? That made me so excited I ripped out my earpiece. No, there's a dark side to everybody, I'll tell you that. And if you want to talk about chaos, well, what happens when Joker's let loose with all of his wonderful, beautiful criminal elements? One call on a phone to one person, and it all starts. I don't think people realize how fucked the reality is. And we could be on the precipice of the type of stuff that you just dream of, I mean, in bad, okay, not good. Because the government went too far with this shit. They've broken some people's minds so bad that they don't know who they are. That's DID. You have these disgusting Satanists that take their worldview from someone like Aleister fucking Crowley. Okay? You're dealing with pure darkness. And it exists today and it's in seats of power. So I just went off on a tangent there, but I have to really encourage the youth. I'm 40, I'm up there now. Take this from someone that knows. If you're on your channel and you're thinking it's trendy to go, I'm here for the chaos. And you don't know what chaos is.
And the year 4000 is in Aquarius. You're at home, you're a friend. Yay. That is if you were born at 12 a.m., which means it would not be because that would be the next day. So, or the day that it just turned into it. So I don't know. But that sounds like anyone could relate to that probably. I don't, I'm just trying to, I don't know, say something. I mean, I could do this whole thing. I don't know. Okay, if you were born at 2 p.m., did I already say this? You'd still be Scorpio rising.
I think you did.
Your public image would be 10th house Virgo, which means your 4th house would be in Pisces, which means your mom would do mind entering substances and take responsibility for you. And also, when at home, you'll be self-sabotaging and doing all of that stuff too. And you'll be all this hippie person at home. No one knows you at home. You're all this hippie free loving person, but in the public's eye, you'll be like this uptight Virgo and like organized.
I mean, yeah, sort of. Because I put on the best face of me on the internet. I was drinking, though. You know, that whole time I had that channel. And I'm very proud of what I did then because people came to Jesus, including Shanny. I was drinking that whole time. So when I saw judgmental Christians, it popped up, a few of them. I was like, okay, I'm going to show you who I really am. So this one night I was drinking. I was pretty heavy into my bottle of 100 proof Captain Morgan. I was getting happy. I dressed up like the dude. The Big Lebowski, the dude. I had the sweater, so I wore the sweater. I had a glass of rum. I put on some shades. I had long hair, and I had my beard, and I was like, if you want to come here and you think I'm a perfect person, you're insane. Okay, this is who I am. And I literally was, pretty sloshed on a video. Because I didn't want to give anybody any false impressions that I'm perfect and I'm like this uptight Christian dude. But I mean, I would hope you could tell that by the way I present myself. All right? Metal's in my blood, And I don't mean the iron. I mean metal music, That shit is like part of me. So I'm going to be different. But I guess some people got the idea that I was this pious, perfect, whatever. Nobody is pious. Nobody is perfect. But that's what you have to deal with when you're in the public light. It's like, yeah, I want to present myself in a way that believers could understand. Yeah, but I'm not going to lie to them. That's what the guy I was doing the show with. He was like, if you cleaned yourself up, like if you had a normal haircut, you trim the beard up and stuff, and wear the suit and do that shit, you could be a politician. You could be anything you want to be, and you could be a really big part of the Christian community, but the way you look right now, it's tough because, yeah. Well, guess what? I'm going to change who the fuck I am for something that I'm not. That's just not the way I work and never would. Can't do that. I just can't mentally do that. But, yeah, that made me think of that. That's been a long time since I thought of that. I did the dude video. I was just sucking down rum on camera to show people, no. No. I'm not no sin Jason here. No. And I'm not a sinless perfectionist. These people that are like, if you believe in Jesus, you will never say the word fuck. You're a liar. I'll tell you to your face that you're a liar. Because you're believing the doctrines of men and it has nothing to do with Jesus Christ at all. Okay? Nothing to do with him. Anyways, I can't.
Nice and stuff and like not very approachable. And like, like whatever. But like, it's funny. I read people with this chart and they totally said that was true because you could tell like how they're acting. I'm like, and then like they let all their guards down and become this Pisces at home. It's just so weird. It's so weird. This shift where you go home.
Well, there's a thing, right? And I think this is with maybe most people. I don't know. In your home, you're you and unfiltered. When you're behind your door, you're you unfiltered. When you go out there with the as Nick Cicado would say in the old days, the peasants, you know. You got to deal with it. So don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. We're in a society here, right? Yeah, let's do the society thing because otherwise we're going to have a real bad Mad Max situation. Let's not do that. But let's be civil. Let's be nice to one another. But yeah, if you're behind your door and you're in your house, you let your hair down. I think most people are like that, right? Probably. Mm-hmm.
In the public's eye. Wow. And Scorpio rising, hello. So like you're gonna be threatening. It's like not very approachable, kind of scary. Like I hope I probably walk on eggshells around this bitch, or like what kind of immature this bitch is. Scorpio rising because they can take on this immature Scorpion, or they can become the Phoenix Scorpio because they go through this transformation, they go through these side effects, whatever. Scorpio rising bard energy. It's where you're trying to survive. You act out this
dog is a bit much
to survive in the survival state. At 8,
I'm sorry, the dog deal with me, like flanking me on both ends. Both neighbors have these fucking yippy dogs. Oh my God, I don't know why people buy them. I'm gonna be honest. That's really, holy shit. So, but I will apologize to my audience for the barking. There's nothing I can do about that.
House, the unalive Scorpio rules, sex, unalive, and transformation. So I guess YouTubers are supposed to say that freaking word so they won't get in trouble or something stupid. I don't know. You can still say that word. I've seen it. I don't know. Not the M word though. But you can because M word make up mysteries with Bailey Sarin, Sagittarius. She says it. So I don't really know. I get away with that and why it's so freaking censored, so ridiculous. I don't know. It might be, it might not be. I'm not sure. So your 8th house is in Gemini if you were born 2 p.m. Okay? That means your lungs will off you. That'd be horrible. And we don't know. Also, if your planets, like your sun, your Saturn.
Out of all likelihood, if there's some chronic illness that I die of, it will probably be lung cancer. Pretty sure of it. That old Black Lung Morgan, which is hilarious. You know, Red Dead Redemption 2. I got Morgans in my family. I do. Very close. I mean, there's the Egroff, and right next to the Egroff name in the family tree, you get Morgans. So, yeah, where the Egroffs are chain smokers to life, and they will get bone cancer and die. Black Lung Morgan.
I don't want to be in the 12th house. It means your dad made you go through foster care totally, and you were totally taking care of all different walks of life, and you were either way to mind-altering substances and take care of responsibility for you. And also, it's in your 12th house, which is like ability. It's an indicator that blah, blah, blah. You can be psychic or whatever. But it also take it away from you because it's going to make it hard for you to be psychic and work really hard for that and be psychic.
I can tell you that's accurate. I was having... we're going back. It's insane because I think about the year. It's fucking 2025. I started my YouTube in 2012. That is 13 years ago. I'm like, holy shit, my mom died 13 years ago. Huh? How did 13 years go by? Where am I? What happened? Sorry, I don't know where I went with that.
Okay, if you're born at 3 p.m., you're Sagittarius rising. That means we're good partners then, because we're polarity of partners, sign risings. Because I'm Gemini, Cascade rising. It'll be Sagittarius rising, Gemini, and Sagittarius are polarities. So we're good partner signs with yin and yang. of whatever. My best friend is Sagittarius, rises Aquarius, Moon, and Taurus. Yeah. And she has 10th house Libra, and this person, if you were born at 3 p.m. here, Leo, Moon, and Taurus, your 10th house will be in Libra. So every time someone sees you, somebody.
And Ashton, if you've been on the first video, if you've been on my first video, I have an extreme phobia of looking at comments. I'm going to be honest. It's one of those things where mental health comes in. And when that stuff is in here, I am not the best me. So I am going to look for your comments if you put any comments in the first video. To do the whole get-together thing, we should definitely talk about that. So I don't know if you want to talk in comments or whatever, but because like nothing's private anymore. It's like you have to have someone's fucking email to be private, We'll work it out.
They think that you're going out with them. And you want to put everybody in your relationships on camera. And then you'd be embarrassed. But then your fourth house is in Aries, which means you'll be like just trying about who you are, and alpha male at home, and more aggressive and selfish, which you're not, because you have Leo. You could balance that out in this bullshit. Okay, but anyways, yeah. No offense, you know how Pisces are selfless and they just sacrifice themselves. But they can become pretty selfish because they got to be stingy, because they don't have any protection. They need to be stingy, and so does Aries. They're kind of selfish because they're all about their stuff, and they just don't recognize that there's other people there, like a Libra would.
Well, just a little observation, stinginess, frugality can come off as stinginess when somebody is just trying to be smart with what they have. It can seem like, oh, it's all about them. It's da. Well, no, they're doing what they can. Oh, that person only donated $1. Well, yeah, maybe it's $1 that they didn't have to give you, but they did anyway, right? The stingy is like,
Wants to meet the needs of others, and Aries is about the soft identity. They can't help it, and it's kind of like they go by that anyways, because life makes it like a fire and it just burns out, and it's like, well, I might as well be alone. I'm a leader of myself. I gotta go, do this by myself. Anyways, Aries thing. But I don't know.
Well, that is definitely where I was at. Like I said in the first video, I was pretty comfortable with the idea of rolling solo, if that's the way it was going to be. But it didn't roll out that way, and I'm glad, because I enjoy being with someone, to learn all the intricacies of the psychological deal, the physical deal, all of it. The relationships are awesome, It's cool shit. And if you find a person that you jive with and you can hang with them and start a family, that's the greatest gift on the planet. It's beautiful. You create the next generation of people. I mean, that's the human experience, and it's very beautiful. But things can certainly happen in your life, though, where it can go south. But that's what it is. If you're gonna get on the roller coaster of life, it's the Bill Hicks line. Life is a roller coaster, and it's really, really exciting with all of its ups and downs and tumbles and rounds and all of that. And at the end of the day, though, the only thing that matters, it's a question: are you going to let love rule your life, or fear? Love or fear? Take your pick. And then he would get a cigarette out and go, "You can't smoke in here? Oh, okay. You can't smoke in this comedy club. Okay." And seen. That would be Bill Hicks. I have to have personality traits. Like, I have to have like a similar birth chart to fucking Bill Hicks because our personality types are almost identical. I am quite a cynical person and skeptical person normally, which is like, what the hell are you talking about? You believe in God and conspiracy theories and all this stuff. You have a weak mind. Well, if the conspiracy turns out to be true, yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. But half your chart was true but until it became, what time? At 12. Until it became 11:30 p.m. You became a moon in Gemini schizophrenic. Then 10:30 p.m. moon Gemini schizophrenic. Moon Gemini schizophrenic. 9:30 p.m. 8.
I mean, that's just accurate, you know? And I don't know where it came from. I don't know how or why or whatever. It's there, though. When it gets triggered, it's horrible. It is. Wow. Put me in a room and lock the fucking door. If I'm in that manic psychotic state, it is, yeah. It's real deal. It is terrifying to live through bouts of mania like that don't stop. It can go on for as long as you're in a state of stress and not feeling safe in whatever it is, financial, where you see you're going forward. This is just my process. If I'm looking at the future and I'm seeing nothing but not improving situation, yeah, I can trigger it, no doubt. Doesn't take much for me though to get hope, you know, and that is an important thing to have. If you're in a tough place, and you know, literally we were in a place where we didn't have any food at the end of the month. If you're in a place like that, and you have my disorders, if you want to, diseases, disorders, whatever, you don't handle it well. You just don't. And it's not that you're a weak person. It's not, and this is all stuff that was taught to me, you know, in rehab. Because I stumbled. I did. I had I picked that fucking shit up again, and I was using it. Not to get drunk. It was not to get drunk. It was literally to deal with my mental illness and being at the end of the rope and not knowing what to do to change what was happening every day. Because I saw absolutely no way that I could get out of the state that I was in working at fucking Burger King and no other income coming in. It was never going to happen. I would have to live in this place forever. There's just no way I could afford my own shit. So hopefully, with what I got cooking now, we can get there eventually. I'm really lucky. I got relatives that love me.
8:30 p.m. You're still moon in Taurus. And then you might be Pisces fucking rising. So you're all the signs, you're every single sign Pisces rising, but it be deceiving. You can come off as someone who's very sweet and treating you and being so charming and nice and sweet. And everyone thinks, oh my God, that person's so cool and nice. All of a sudden they just still robbed you or some shit. And it's like nothing. Fucking douchebag Pisces rising are so deceiving pieces of shit. No offense. But you know, 8th house Libra, you'll be beautiful in your coffin, but you had kidney problems and that off you, or you might have a insurance policy on you and that would off you. And your 9th house would mean chaos and you want to go make love, whatever. And before you go to bed, Scorpio, chaos. And then when you wake up, Taurus, I better have my fucking wife or husband be in my house when I wake the fuck up. They better be there. My lover better be there. Okay, and my food better be on my table. And
I ain't
then
like that.
your 10th house is Sagittarius, above the image, which means you'll be fucking so well known. Everyone knows you, and you'll be like this fucking famous guru. It expands your popularity like fucking wildfire. Like you are.
See, that's where I was going. That is where I was going. But I'm glad it didn't go that way. Because the ego can come in. And if I got into a place where I was like one of the top prophecy guys in the country, like on TV every day and stuff, I don't know if I would have handled that well. May have ended up like one of those bad fucking pastors that get wrapped up in, because I have a weakness, and the weakness is definitely I like women, man. I have always held it in, and because I don't know, I just felt like there was something, a God thing with staying pure, I guess, even though that I had other shit that wasn't so pure. Keep myself not fornicating like the world. And I did. I held to that. And still to this day, the only woman that I've ever had sex with in any way, touched in any way that way, that was meaningful, is Shanny. One. That's it. I don't know why that is. I don't know the purpose of why God had it be that way, but I know in my heart that he wanted it that way. My mom was a one-person, and I think I'm that too. I love pretty heavy. When I love you, I love you. I'm going to be there for you through thick and thin. And if it's a certain YouTuber that eats food on camera for money and has diabetes and has a husband that likes to jizz on Bibles, that individual, I'm going to tell you right now, man, you don't have a clue what it means to be the type of person that Shannon is. Shannon's been through the fucking ringer with people. She's had people fucking cheat on her left and right. She's had everything thrown in her fucking face. You haven't had any of that shit, and you're a bitch. You are such a... I can't even look at that woman's face anymore. Yeah, I'm talking about Foodie Beauty. I can't stand even the look of her face. You know why? Because she tries to tell people how to live, and her life is a fucking mess. You're never going to see this face come on here and tell you how to live your life. You know why? Because I don't have the book in the back of my pocket to tell you how to live your fucking life the right way and you're going to be happy. You'll never see me do that. This woman, she gets on camera and acts like she literally knows everything. Wow. Well, from knowing everything, you're in a pretty shit life position from my standpoint.
Already are.
Yeah. That's why I paused it in the first place. Shanny can get a person like me to be completely dedicated to her to wipe her butt. Yeah, you know why? Because she's a beautiful person. What did Salah say to you, Chantal? About the wiping thing? Oh, don't make me sick. Yeah. If there comes a day that you can't wipe your huge ass, that guy ain't gonna do it for you. How's that feel? Now go make fun of someone's kids again. Go judge the way someone else looks again when you look like a tumor in a fucking knapsack. What a beautiful, demure, perfect Muslim woman. Disgusting. You don't even believe in God.
Really popular, so well known and stuff. It doesn't matter what the fuck people think of you right now. There's going to be people who are evil that just want to think about you this way and that way, and it's bullshit until the kind people in the world come, the light beings that want to be good people that are looking for that intent.
Oh my God. See, now, like, this is just God spewing from his mouth. Do you get this? He is on a connection with the creator. And I think it's like, this is how I imagine it. And I don't mean anything mean or anything by this with Dashton, okay? He's highly functioning. It's like the old TVs with the antenna on the top. Sometimes you get a fuzzy signal. So he might go off into a tangent, and I do this all the time too. But he'll go off on a tangent, and it seems like it's like, well, what the hell is he talking about? But then the television ears adjust correctly, and then boom, the signal comes through perfect right here. Yes. Shanny and I seek light workers. Yes, we do. We want positive, loving people to interact with. Not Satanists that want to destroy everybody's lives, except their own, of course.
Goodness. Shit. But, you know, the fucked up world as it is. I don't know. But you could have this as well. And then we don't know. I don't know. We don't know. If you were born at...
Oh, yeah, I was going to say this quick. In your comments, like, I'll go to your latest video. And if I find out, because I'm going to try and call tomorrow if my mind's just a fucking... It's like a swamp right now because there's things just really frustrating me. But, if I do get the information about my time of birth, because I know where I was born, if I get that information, I will put it under your latest video in the comments. So look out for that if you care.
8:30 p.m. Okay, 9:30 p.m. Your Aries rising again. 10th house Capricorn, 8th house Scorpio. Fighting for your life until you're off or somebody offs you. Because especially if you have Pluto in the 8th house, someone's gonna off you, and that's terrible. So you have 10th, and then if you're born at 10:30 p.m., your Aries rising again. You are 10th house Capricorn, 4th house family guy, 4th house at home, 10th house douchebag Capricorn in the public eye. I don't think that you were that either way either, so that's good. You don't have to worry about that. I don't think that you could be that. Bullshit. I don't know. I really don't know. Like authoritative figure. I don't know. Who famous has 10th Capricorn that is or isn't a complete douchebag? I don't know. Who? I mean, I've had friends that I thought were my friends, and it doesn't matter. They were still my friend even in the public, but they were kind of like a douchebag. So I'm like, what the fuck? That changed your personality. But at home, it's always just like this caring, nice person, smothering person, the 4th house Cancer. So I'm like, well, there you go. Whatever. Capricorns are really beautiful. You have Capricorn rising, your face is fucking sexy as fuck. You're so beautiful. Capricorn risings, even though they don't roll beauty like Libras and Tauruses. But
okay, so a person that's Capricorn rising is a Capricorn, right? That's how I understand. I'm Leo rising because that's like your sign is whatever sign you are is rising. As far as I know, like I said, there was one other female that I really liked. She was born on December 25th. So I think I might jibe with Capricorns pretty well. But since I don't have any other experience with any relationships, I can't confirm that. But hey, I'm with my Virgo queen, so don't matter.
The Capricorn rising, yummy. They're all Capricorns. I think they're so pretty. Yeah, bitch. So
yeah,
like,
I like the Capricorn for sure. If you were
born at 11:30, you'd be Taurus rising. And then your 10th house would be Capricorn. the public image and your eighth house, unalive, foreign land. So I don't know. I don't know. 12 o'clock, bam, your Gemini rising, your 10th house is not cool. Aquarius, public image. I don't know. I don't know. But Uranus would be in the 7th house. So you'd be attracting all these other unusual people and gurus and stuff. Sagittarius. So 7th house Sagittarius. You'll see people like Sagittarius either.
I've definitely attracted some very different people in my life. That is definitely true. That fits. Yeah, man. You know, I was looking through my Skype contacts and I got all my peeps are still there. And I saw the name Bob Wright. And I'm like, oh, man. He is this new age dude. Homosexual guy. So, real nice. Good heart. Definitely a good heart on him. And he's a black guy. And we would get on Skype from time to time. I met him in my mom's rehab because he had some horrible problem with his legs. He was like partially paralyzed because of some kind of back injury, and his legs weren't working right, which I think he got cured of. You know, praise God. He said, "I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to." They tell me I'm never going to walk again. That's bullshit. I am going to walk again, and he did. He did. He was able to do real telekinesis shit. And I'll tell you, they're new age people are a trip. A trip. He is a channeler too. I can't remember the name of the being that he said he channeled, but I think it was one of the draconians. It was a lizard being. But he put me on a conversation one night with a guy. He said, "Listen, this is some heavy shit. He's going to tell you some stuff about yourself, though." And he said, "You have to understand that, like, this is a real demonic entity that you're going to speak to right now." And I'm like, "What?" That's a little weird. And he was like, "Just go with it and we'll see what happens." I'm like, "Okay." So, yeah, this guy told me it was a male voice, but man, I believe it. I believe that they were something different. But they said, "Your aura is unbelievable." Like the very white, pure aura around me. And that's because I just really did legitimately choose the side of Christ, you know. Like that's as simple as it gets. I chose love over hate. I chose the no fear. I chose the love deal. The love deal. The love deal. The love deal. Why don't you want to do the deal with the love deal? The way to go. But I got this cocksucking internet. They want me to hate. You know, I just, it happened. It happened. I thought of Foodie Beauty and I got massive rage. This is how you're supposed to eat. I know that. I know that. This is what's good for you. This is how you live your life. See? Oh my God, I got everything together. But I don't really have anything together. Holy fucking shit. Shut up and eat. You have a mukbang channel, right? Right. Why do you think haters get so fucking pissed at you, Chantal? Because you blabber about stupidity that you don't even have the first fucking clue of what you're talking about. Like fasting, she was talking about water fasting. See, I should feel sorry for her and pray for her soul and move on. But no, I get this red rage and I go, shut the fuck up, you know? Not a God. You gotta let that go.
You're nothing like me, and you're happy-go-lucky, disgusting clown. You're unhygienic freak, Sagittarius. Ew, ew, ugh, totally that reaction. And then you'll be a Gemini rising, like Dr. Wilcox, very informed.
Well, whenever I hear Sagittarius, I think of Sagittarius shoddy, and I'm just like, No. No.
And blah 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 blah. Like just read a speech. Yes. But we don't know that. We don't really know. There's different flavors of Gemini risings. I'm definitely the ones that is like too fast, comes off as a schizophrenic, blah, 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 blah. But at least I'm still informative. And talk, crash into subjects, go to different stories, blah blah blah. That's what a Gemini rising does. You see me? I'm all over the freaking mess. But I have a 10th house Pisces. Okay. But yeah, those 10th house Aquarius people, they are so great to work with on stage. I love to do plays and put people in plays, put people in my stories, make say these lines here and there, do improv and all that. And I just wish I had more actors and stuff because I really want to get these movies going. Whatever, I make Barbie so I can make my own little movies too out of their characters and let them live on. And
That's cool, man.
all like that whole show.
Wow. Whoa.
Lobby stuff. Yep.
That's awesome.
But whatever. I don't know if you cared about this. I don't know. I think it was a lot better because we got a whole thing, and I also got second visions at the end on the second part too. That was really cool, right? Because you did confirm things. That was all. Maybe we can just continue from there. The psychic thing. Okay, let's do that. And then in the midst of that, maybe you do the interview too. I'll interview you. I want to interview you because I have these questions today. But I don't tell you. So it's a secret. So I'm just asking you like 3 questions.
Okay, Harley.
What happens? But I want to do second readings, so I'll be asking millions of questions like, is this true? Is that true? Or is there anything about this with my, it's like a crap to confirm if I'm seeing something that's true. Because second visions, they with Shanny, we're gonna do Shanny's chart because we found out we verified that she has a Virgo rising. So yeah, we gotta do those people. If anyone has a Virgo rising or Virgo rising, hook me up with this spiritual bridge to communicate with. Okay, over.
That's awesome.
So I love that, and I hope the best for all of you. And
same to you.
Yeah. Okay, and I love that Miss Vicky thing. F yeah, and the Kermit thing. That is thebomb.com. And yes, okay. I just wanted to be because y'all like Harley Quinn and y'all liked the Joker and stuff. This was an idea, not the actual last resort results. I have other videos with my makeup so much better than this, and I didn't use this crap.
It's cool, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's your type of makeup.
That's the story of, that's the glory of love. I'm so sorry this was a mess.
No.
Ridiculous. But it would be so much better to do a second reading. That'd be so much easier than all. That'd be so much better. Because actually, I think maybe it was working, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I always see saying I don't know all the time too. You'll probably get tired of that. Because I don't know. Also, if you're Lilith into Pisces, you're probably always losing things like Pisces do anyways. It's like just a thing. Like, where's my keys? Put it in the same spot over and over. Put your stuff in an organized spot so it'll always be in that spot. Kind of like Roseanne Barr on the Connors, not Roseanne Barr anyway. Never mind, their grandma episode where she would have everything in one spot because she has dementia. I'm not supposed to tell people that what happens to the Connors in the show. I don't think I should do that. But that was an example. Never mind. I don't want to give, never mind. Bye, Toodles. I'm so sorry. But she would put things on the table, everything that she needed in order, in case she forgot where it was.
I do that. Like, I have a specific place that I'll put my wallet, my keys, and the phone, like I have out here most of the time. Because I use it during the day, various times of the day out here. So, the phone is mostly out here. But, yeah, I keep my keys, my cigarettes, my lighter in one spot. So that I never forget where they are. That's me.
So, whatever. Anyways, Toodles, fucking Lou. That was that. See you around. That's it. Totally. Toodles. Thanks for letting me do your chart. I am so grateful. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I have 505 now. I only had 494, and then it would always be like it was 940. It was 495 for a long time, and then it went down to 4, then 3, and I was like, what? People just come and go, and they don't like me. Who cares? I don't know. Sorry. But you don't have to hear it from me just because it's from me. You can hear it from another astrologer. I don't know. You can calculate it yourself. I don't know. Birth chart calculator. There's 2 birth chart calculators. There's only one. There's 2. Okay. If you want to look up your own birth, if you want to calculate your own birth chart, you go to cafe.com birth chart, BIRDHCHART. No space. One word. Birth chart. But you want to do it's ASTRO, then CAFE.com, then space birth chart. Sorry, that was fucked up. See, I'm scatterbrained. It never ends. It's ASTROCAFE.com
Astro Cafe.
That is the website. That's for your phone. If you want to look up how to calculate it yourself on your phone, okay? And then
Astro Cafe.
If you want to look at your asteroids, which is also your Chiron, your Sirius, your Juno, your Pallas, your Fortune and stuff, you can look it up with 0800 horoscope.com. But you have to look for the birth chart calculator buttons and stuff. Yeah. So if you want to calculate it all yourself and read about what they say about your chart, because I don't go by what they say. I don't really read what they say. I just go by what I go by experience, and I say that stuff and what other people's matching up placements might be, experiences, and I just go by that, and I just analyze it my own personal way. Oh yeah, if your Mars is in Sagittarius, like you do have Mars in Sagittarius, you don't really mean to argue or lash out on somebody when you get mad. Personally, you don't try to attack them personally. You just attack the whole situation of things. You don't attack the personal. You don't get them personally. You don't try to attack them personally. You try to attack the whole belief for the biggest picture that you can find in that, and then you're just going off, and you become seen as inconsiderate and not very caring about other people's emotions or whatever. But when you're in the heat of the moment, you're not going to care about somebody's emotions at the time, and when you're trying to just like get them spot off you. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But Mars and Sagittarius means you really focus on your philosophy and religious bullshit and just like whatever the fuck, and when to learn, higher learning expansion. Yay! Guru stuff. So that's good. So kind of it is your emotions. Your moon is your emotion. Your moon's in Taurus. You have beautiful emotions also. You always just want, you value in food and your partner. You really are into that. Oh, okay. Anyways, so your Mars is when your aggression happens and you're angry. So that's part of emotion, twisting the emotion. So every now and then you'll just come with this really interesting philosophical quote or something. Like, you'll see what you do, people do, whatever. And that's kind of a thing. You'll pop up with this like fascinating quote or something that's like you learned and you teach. It's pretty fun, like a teacher. I don't know, stuff like that. Sorry that this was all over the place, but I did it. I tried to finally did it. Was that really a fucking hour? I'm done. Toodles, get out of here. Bye. Okay. Next will be your psychic readings, real ones, and not just this. Okay. Bye.
Well, there you have it. That was a long video. And the second part probably should have been 3. It probably should have been a 3-parter. But I got to the end of it, and I want to thank you, Dashton, from the bottom of my heart, for doing my birth chart. That was really enjoyable to listen to. And I'm going to tell you that you're getting shit right, okay? Even not knowing my time of the time of day, like, you got a good handle of what I am. You really do. So like I said, if I get that information, I'm going to try and get it tomorrow if my mind allows me to remember to do that. I'll try and get that information, and if I do, I will go to your latest video and I'll put it in there. Okay? God bless everybody. You definitely got to know me better in these couple of videos. I don't know the next time I'll see you. Honestly, these days, I really was doing that TV station deal, and there was no gratitude for it or any kind of anything good that came of that I could tell. So this is just going to be my channel. If I have something that I want to express in terms of the Bible or something that comes to me in the Spirit that He tells me to put on here, that's what this channel is going to be. And little more than that. I might do gaming things, fun things with it in the future. But right now, it's going to be mostly, I think, radio silence for me. You might get a live stream with me and Shanny every now and then. I don't even know how much she's going to do. I don't think she's really interested that much in doing content anymore because everything is so fucking toxic. Really gross individuals out there that just want to give people a hard time. Peace and Maranatha.